Another busy day on the Opie and Anthony Show. Colin Quinn in studio playing Carolines this weekend here in New York City. We got Bob Kelly in studio, and I don't know where to begin. Do we go with bitter Colin Quinn, or do we go with the story that you teased about Bob Kelly?
It's up to Bob. Bob, I like that story, but if you don't want to tell it, I understand.
Well, but bitter Colin Quinn is pretty good.
Bitterness just kind of permeates. I mean, I have no particular story. I was just trying to remark that I can't wait to see Evan Almighty this weekend. I really think they'll hit it out of the park this time. Thank God I'm out of the loop comedically, because I don't know. I can't make some of the messages that have been coming out, you know.
You don't understand why that movie's so popular as far as the TV commercials going on?
Oh, are you kidding me? There's a lot of real knee slappers going on. Yeah. It would take more than a movie bombing for me to be happy at this point. A lot of people would have to die in a horrible...
How about if at the premiere of Evan Almighty there was a fire at all entrances?
Yes, that would be good. Oh, and they were blocked.
Doors were blocked, yeah.
Well, yeah.
People screw... All right.
No, they all get out safely.
Getting out safely in the...
And that would be ironic because he plays Noah in the movie. And if you've seen the preview, you've seen the whole movie. They decided not to leave anything to the imagination for some reason.
Well, with a movie like that.
Yeah, good point.
Carell makes me laugh every time.
Oh. So it makes me laugh on movies on demand when they go, actually, it wouldn't be the first time Hugh Grant, he slept with a clown. Wouldn't be the first time there was a clown in my bed. I want to see that one, but I want to wait till the kids are in bed because that's edgy.
Hugh Grant... just probably the best actor of our time.
You know what? It's not even just Hugh Grant, because Hugh Grant, I guess, you know, we like the fact that he got caught with a hooker, but just what he represents, which is that whole Notting Hill horror, you know, this wacky best friend movie, and then the girl, and and then at the end they always play that. So glad we may give me some loving, and everybody runs around in a circle, and I'm trying to kill myself. I really am going to go on a rampage very shortly.
I cannot have not sat through one of his movies. They are so boring. Just the bore fest of him with that accent and his dry delivery on everything.
I like him when he's throwing a canned ham at a paparazzi.
Oh, you got to love for that.
The real Hugh Grant, exactly. Much better than the one in the movies.
And Bob, douche. Do you have a story for us?
That was actually hot beans he threw at him. Oh, whatever.
Yeah. And a ham.
What happened to Bob Kelly Fat Belly Cam? Oh, what did you do?
Bob,
what did you see that, Bob?
We got Fat Belly Cam today. What's wrong for everybody
Kelly
on
Fat
Talk?
Belly Cam.
Well,
Fat Belly Cam.
You should ask me. All right, I'm not your
Belly
pet.
Cam Wednesday.
I'm not your pet redhead.
Come on, play along.
Yeah, nice. I don't like that he keeps turning it back. That's what's creepy. It just keeps coming back.
Like you're loving Fat Belly Cam on Pal Talk.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in like a sci-fi movie. I keep turning it.
Does it really require a special camera to catch his belly?
I would.
How about just a nice long aerial shot of the room?
I would love to take my shirt off and compare torsos.
I know you would, Vanessa Manillo. See those nice brown nipples of yours, but
your blotchy fat tits. I would love to show everybody on Pal Talk. Just red and white and back to red.
My tits look like Kirsten Dunst.
Your tits look like. Say that. Oh, sorry. Why
don't you just let them dump out the last 10 minutes of the show? I mean, hilarious stuff, but they're dumping it out.
Your pecs. Can I say pecs?
Yes.
Your pecs look like
pectorals.
They just look like they ran a marathon.
Why are you manipulating?
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Back goes Holiday. He's on the track. He's at the wall. She's gone. The milkman delivered. No, what are they saying?
That's a great one.
I love that one.
That's our new one, man.
I love that one.
I still like the hockey one the best.
No. Oh, my, I'd tell you something. How did that not go in?
That was a great.
I like this one.
Back goes Griffey looking up, and it's out of here. Or is it? No, it's off the wall. My mistake.
Oops. Not quite. Almost.
I'll tell you the worst part of that awful joke was my polite. I'm disgusted at myself when I did that.
All right, so hard for us to tell since you're always clearing some muci out of your throat. We can't tell if you're reacting or surviving.
Because you unhooked your nozzles from the mothership. What? All right, what are you going to do?
Nozzles?
Sometime.
Does anybody remember laughter? Goodness gracious!
I'm going home.
I made an ass of myself.
All right with the buttons.
I'm sorry I did that.
I'll tell you.
All right with
I'm
the
embarrassed
buttons.
that I did that.
Voss must fear this show with those kind of funny burns. Every third one of Voss's dies like that.
What was that?
That was a woman falling off stage.
She stage.
She stage yeah, she went to stage dive, and no one was there to catch her. And I swear, and this is the sound.
I want to hear the story.
Hold on. You got to hear with the music though, because she's rocking.
The music's
and then decides
so bad.
at the end of the song to jump off the stage. Listen to this.
She's hot though. The music is awful.
It's worth waiting for.
The most horrifying part is that music sounds like Hillary Duff being raped by Akon. Oops, excuse me. Yeah. Hillary Duff being seduced by Akon is what I meant.
Wow.
Seduced. That's even worse in some way, isn't it? It's more offensive.
We apologize for bitter Colin.
I take it back.
Hey, what about this story? We going with the story or no?
Yeah, I want to hear.
I want to tell you some kind of story.
I don't know if you should tell the story now in light of the new climate. That's all I was worried about, the new climate.
Bob is just manipulating himself.
You know what I'm saying, Robert?
Like, your hand, I'm just watching you on Bob Kelly Fat Belly Cam. And
that's kind of creepy that you're doing that.
And you're like, your hand is in your lap, and your thumb and the rest of your fingers are making this grip movement. I don't understand what you're doing in that seat.
They're mine.
He's like,
why don't you mind your business?
He's like,
that Pal Talk Cam isn't for you. It's for the losers and cubes right now that need something to do, and they want to look at my fat stomach, so I'm giving a little extra right here.
We got a little zoom.
It's like watching
one of the stars of the
Hong
show.
Kong casino manager.
Hey, what?
Mr. Bob, they're hitting on 16. I think they're card counting.
I'm all for card counting.
You are?
Oh,
yeah, of course. How can they make that illegal? It's legal.
I want to know the story.
If you
I don't know if we should. Honestly, you should wait to the break in light of today's
Well,
culture.
it'll be gone by then. There's no more.
Yeah,
breaks.
is it a good story,
Could you
Bob?
start slowly.
What about the 10 o'clock?
It wasn't even. I mean, Colin has a better story than me, for God's sake.
What is yours? But yours is just more. What you told me happened last week is in the paper.
No, he's not.
my
What
God.
the hell are you talking about?
Story. All right, here's what happened. I'll set it up quickly.
Iraq had to zoom
Robert
in.
was younger.
Hold on. There's too much going on.
Sorry, I just got to say, Iraq just zoomed in more on Bob Kelly's belly, and I swear I just saw Porkins' ship crash into it. Come on.
You're lucky Opie saved you right at the end of that.
Every friggin' Star Wars fan is laughing. Look, I'm getting LOLs
There, see?
up the yin
The geeks
yang.
are laughing at him.
Star Wars
It's a Star Wars
I had a
reference.
lightsaber. I'd cut your feet off.
I was saying that
what's
your
a
belly is
lightsaber?
as big as a lightsaber.
I called it a
Is that-
lightsaber. No, I meant the candy that you get.
A lightsaber.
I meant the candy.
Oh, my God.
The fun-filled candy.
You know what
I
it
didn't
is?
have to throw it really hard to remove the feet.
I was just implying that his belly looked like the Death Star.
A lightsaber.
That's all. A lightsaber.
Forget it.
I tried. I swung and missed, man.
All right, what
What's the story?
what are you doing?
I want to hear the story.
Why are you standing up?
Why are you putting your hands in your pocket?
Oh, God,
I
he's
say priest,
twitching.
and you all of a sudden start putting your hands in your pocket. I want to hear the story.
All right.
Not that I did.
here we
Go
go.
ahead, Colin, set it up.
A priest once kissed him on the neck, so then
Jesus, do you have to jump right after you?
Well, no, I'm saying.
A setup. There's a story
Robert,
before. What
let
happened?
me, Bob.
Okay, yes.
Let
When
the
he calls me,
expert
when he
talk.
calls me Bob, I
please.
shut up.
Let the expert talk.
Yes.
Go ahead.
There's confidence in it.
Long story short, whatever happened, he ended up getting kissed in the neck by a priest who he knew through a various situation. And then he told me last week that same priest, who he had given confession with, was in the news, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was caught up in that stuff a few years ago in Beantown.
Oh, that
kid
stuff?
from Leicester.
Was it one of the big ones?
Because Bob was one of the most
Yeah.
beautiful boys. If you ever saw him when he was younger, he was lovely.
Yeah, I was
to look
around.
at.
I was actually around 22.
He had
I was actually in my beautiful days.
He had a six-pack, a washboard stomach.
Wait,
Bob
wait,
was a
wait.
good-looking
And a
guy.
mullet.
You
and
let
a
a
mullet.
priest kiss you on the neck
I
at
didn't
22?
Yeah, I let him.
At 22?
At 22?
No, I was actually doing something.
I can understand 12,
Let me
13.
set it up.
It was an intimate moment, and he ended up at the end. The guy hugs him, but then Bob just thinks he's hugging the priest because it's like a moment. Kiss him on the neck. And Bob was a very beautiful boy, as you know.
Okay.
I actually was doing something like almost like, you know, like confessional type thing. You know.
Yes.
You know. I was confessing certain things, and it was like a big moment. Because, you know, I was...
You made it sound like you deserved it now.
I got out of juvie hall.
I
got out of juvie hall and all this.
That was the government's first mistake.
Like a spiritual cleansing in a way, just kind of
whatever.
Confession's good for the soul.
Right, so I'm sitting there with him, and you know, first of all, we're sitting there for like an hour and a half, and in the middle of me purging the deepest, darkest secrets I had, he's snoring. I look over, he actually fell asleep. I'm not even kidding.
That's what really happens. They don't give a crap.
I was almost in tears, like, this is really hard, and I looked... And I was like, excuse me, you know, Father? And he was like, oh, yes.
He figures, why do I have to listen? God's listening to
get
this
to the
stuff.
juicy stuff.
Yeah, I don't need to listen to this.
And we were there for like almost 2 hours. And it was like, okay. And it was like this really big moment for me. And we stood up, and he went to, you know, give me a nice hug. And right at the last second, we're hugging. And I felt his hand. You know when you hug a guy, it's like you hug and it's done. Yeah. His hand kind of moved. Like it kind of...
squeezed?
Where?
It kind of squeezed a little bit. It like lifted and then went back on.
Where?
Wait, can you
on
do
my
it
back.
Do it to Jimmy.
No. Why not? All right.
What?
Right, it has to be shown.
E-Rock.
Yeah, do it to Jimmy. All right, so...
And here you go.
It was almost like...
In the front. Okay, there was the hug.
And then what?
This was the hug.
All right. So far it's a guy hug.
Hang on. I'm being the priest, and Jimmy's being
We
sexy
understand that. I can't believe you explained that. Stupid.
Yeah, to the people that can't see. Stupid.
Yeah, but Opie just said that. Oh.
Yeah, we're on the radio, you moron. This isn't live television.
All right, so you explaining it is really going to make it
3 years ago.
It.
All right,
it's over.
All right, let's go.
All right, so.
And then he kind of like caressed your back a little bit.
He did this, and then and we're still hugging.
Right.
Hang on.
I think you're supposed to get turned on. I don't want to get. No, I'm not going to kiss.
I'm not going to get the kiss.
My ass was out.
His ass was hanging out the whole time. It's a man hug.
Honest to God, that is probably one of the softest bums I've ever felt in my life.
But then he then needed like kind of like a cat.
No,
like,
we were there just like probably around 3 minutes too long. The hug was.
Can I say something?
3 minutes.
Can I say one thing that's been bothering me the whole show?
Yeah.
Is when Madonna says
mirror?
bum instead of butt. Listen, English accents.
Because I
Quit
don't-
saying bum. Nobody wants to hear it. We're not in England. And we're
Because
not.
I messed up before and I said the.
You could say ass.
I know, but I don't. I'd rather pull way back and then loosen up a little bit. I got a little carried away with myself.
How long did you hug this guy for, really?
Well, it was probably it was a while, man. It was a good it was a 2-hour emotional spiritual moment.
Were you crying?
No.
And he was hugging you for
More than
3
30
minutes.
seconds in the hug?
Oh yeah, more
And
than.
then he
30
was
seconds.
kneading your back with his fingers a little bit, and then he kissed you on the neck.
And then he kissed you on the neck?
Was it? What kind of kiss was it?
It was a very soft.
Did you feel whiskers?
No, but he really didn't have. He had those priest lips where they're real thin, kind of like Jimmy's lips.
How do you know what priest? Wait, how old was he?
He knows what priest lips.
Typical priest.
You know that Irish Catholic lip? There's no upper lip, and they smile. It's just gums and teeth.
How old was he?
He was old, gray hair, man. Who's an old priest?
Yeah.
Gray pubes.
Was I turned on? No, I immediately. The 2 hours of spiritual cleansing immediately got thrown in the toilet. Why?
Did it
Because
bother
he
you?
just kissed me on the neck like the
When you
first
say
girl I
thrown
was
in
ever
the
with.
toilet, Jim doesn't look at that as a negative.
Absolutely. Did you have clear liquid on your thigh?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
All right, we gotta go. There's our music.
Norton
obviously.
Colin was actually, he cuddled and spooned.
All right, we'll talk about that next.
Yes,
Yeah, that's XM material.
Story.
We're going over to XM.
Yep.
Thanks to the ladies on Pal Talk that have been wowing all morning. We got Colin Quinn in studio. He's going to go over to the other side with us. He's playing Caroline's here in New York City all weekend long, starting tomorrow night, Colin.
Go
Damn
see
right.
Colin. Very
Colin
funny man.
killed on this side of the show today.
Very funny man,
Other
Colin
side of
Quinn.
the show we don't know about.
We'll see. We'll have to wait and see.
Bye.
Guys, thanks for your
Thanks.
for whatever. We'll see you tomorrow if you're not
Bye,
joining us over
everybody.
there. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Couple of minutes. Bye.